Hi, it's the Carter Man. It's Tuesday, January 28th, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about what I think was, quite frankly, the most disgraceful episode in the history of the U.S. presidency. Okay? The most disgraceful by far. Some of you right now are nodding and saying, we know exactly what you're going to say, Carter. We know exactly what you're going to say. And it was, of course, Joe Biden's comedy routine in the face of the tragedy of the murder of those 3 little children and 3 caring adults in Nashville in a Christian church. Joe Biden came out to address it, and instead of being solemn and sharing our grief and the horrible grief of the parents and loved ones of those who had been murdered, he went into a comedy routine. His usual trite and stolen gag about, I'm Jill, Dr. Jill's husband, which was stolen from John Kennedy. What was that, 40, 60 years ago, when he said, I'm the man who accompanied Jacqueline Kennedy to Paris. This man is disgusting. He's disgusting. And then he went into his, I like ice cream, I like chocolate chip. Excuse me. The bodies of these poor murdered Americans weren't even cold yet. And this man was doing a stand-up routine. This man is a bumbling idiot. He's a dangerous, bumbling idiot who is incapable of behaving in a presidential manner. You remember what the left-wing, radical left-wing mainstream media said when they helped him get elected? Oh, the adults have come back. Was that an adult performance? Was that an adult? I'd love to say to every one of them, I'd like to get in Don Lemon's face, Wolf Blitzer, Cooper Anderson, say, was that an adult performance, guys? Was that an adult performance? No, I certainly was not. And I'm going to give you now what makes it worse and how we're going to resolve it, okay? What makes it even worse is the Democrat Party knew this man had severe mental problems when they elevated him into the leadership in their primaries with their totally bogus North Carolina victory. I think it was the first time he ever won a primary. So they rigged it to make sure that kook from up north there, Bernie Sanders, didn't get the nomination. So they rigged it. They rigged that, North Carolina, to thrust him up front. And then they kept him in the basement for the entire campaign. So nobody could see that this man was non-compos mentis, okay, totally. We sure know it now, don't we? They did it, and the mainstream media provided total cover for them. I'm sorry, even to too much of an extent, Fox. They should have been blasting him every time he stuck his head out, shouting questions, demanding answers. And instead, they wanted to have decorum and be nice about it and be professional. Well, it's not professional to cover someone who's brain dead, who's going to become president of the United States, plunges into foreign wars everywhere in the world now with his toxic dementia, and pull stunts like he did yesterday. I'm Jill, I'm Dr. Jill. I like chocolate chip ice cream. Oh, somebody died? This is just sick. So I told you what we're going to do about it. Your CR PAC right now is beginning to develop a new 24-hour conservative podcast network. Okay? It's called CR Prime. And it is not just going to be we'll occasionally have some programs that we leave up there forever. No, it's going to have live programming 24/7, 365. Okay? About everything. Politics, entertainment, religion, sports, everything, so that you will have an alternative. And our political commentators, analysts, and reporters will not be nice when they're being lied to. Okay? Enough of this. Enough of this. You can polite your way to hell. And that's what happened to us. Okay? With conservative reporters wanting to show decorum. No, it's too late for decorum. It's too late. When somebody's spitting in your face and telling you it's raining, don't turn the other cheek, okay? And your new CR Prime 24-hour conservative podcast network, I hope to have it up and running within 6 months, is going to turn the tide. It's going to be revolutionary, okay? Okay? It's going to be not just trend-setting. It's going to be earth-shaking. I promise you that. It's going to have total call-in. You're going to be there on the shows live all the time with your comments, questions. Call in, because it's our way of helping the people, the good, decent people of this country, take back their country. All right? So watch for it. Go to crpac.com. Subscribe to the newsletter and my commentaries that I write there every day so that you can be kept abreast of it and join in this. This is a crusade to not just take back America, but also take back America's media so that we never again have to endure a clown show like we did yesterday at such a solemn time. Let's do this thing.